G'day and welcome to today's model workshop. Today I'm asking, do you need a hot wire cutter like this if you're working with foil? Would I recommend a hot wire cutter? And the answer is an unequivocal yes, you do need it. I will show you how I used to cut my foam. So my first method was using one of these. Lovely extendable blade. You can get in nice and deep. You can cut through a good 5 centimeters of foam with that. But as you can see along this cut here, the blade bends, so you get this kind of slight curve. It goes, not great. Let's try it today. What am I going to do? I'm going to cut off that side. Alright, let's try this way. So we'll try and cut it off. This is just a test piece. I'm going to shorten that blade a little because that's a bit ridiculous. That ought to do it. Lock it in place. Let's see how we go. Now it is slightly wonky cutting mat, i.e. the bottom surface isn't quite flat. Look, that worked. I'm happy with that. That worked, but it didn't usually. And for great big chunky pieces, no, not effective. For small pieces, it's still pretty good. So for trimming little bits like this, yeah, sure, this is definitely the way to go. You would never try and do that on a hot wire cutter. But for big pieces, useless. And for trying to keep a straight angle, like trying to keep it all the way like that, no, it would bend that way, it would bend that way, not good. Alright, what was attempt number 2? Solution number 2. So the second way I started cutting the foam was, and you're going to be horrified, was this, a kitchen knife. Get it nice and sharp, and then cut through onto a big wooden block. And that is how I ended up with beautiful cuts like that. I'm not talking about these ones going this way. I'm talking about this horror just along here. Because I cut, and then it went in a bit and it sort of dug in. Cut, tore along. Nightmare. Any kind of largish cuts was the best I could do. But it was an absolute nightmare. And then these two are cuts I've done today with the hot foam, with the hot wire cutter. And I'm happy. I cannot believe I did this. Oh, I made such a mess too. Check this out. I'll show you. Show you what a mess it makes. So I'm going to just try and cut straight down. It's good for like the first centimetre or so. And you leave little bits of crap everywhere and it's manky along here. It was the best that I had at the time, but it was not the best. Oh, by the way, to my partner, if she's watching, I promise you, we did not get any of this blue stuff in our food. I did clean it up each time, I promise. Here's another example of the kitchen knife method. So, pretty good, cut. Just dragged along the bottom there, tore it all the way along. So, yeah, the kitchen knife method is proof that, you know how I always say, save money where you can? Not always. It sometimes is a false economy. It was very cheap, but it wasn't very good. So, would I recommend this? Unequivocally, yes. Check this out. Compare this to the old butchery way that I did. Insane. Look at this perfect cut. Just perfect. I hope you can see that. I hope the sun's not too bright. Bang. Perfect. There is no way, that's smoking, there is no way I could have cut that so beautifully without one of these. It's amazing. amazing, I tell you. Yeah, pretty good, huh? Just to show off again how smooth this cuts. You ready? Here we go. Perfect. Just perfect. You can't beat that. I'm happy with that. Compare that to what I was doing. Oh my goodness. Ah. Yeah, very, very happy. So this model is the Kendi KD6. I would show you the instructions, but well, I will. They mean nothing to me. They're all in, I think, Chinese. Pretty sure. Yeah, not phenomenally helpful, but you know what? It's pretty intuitive. Comes with one of these. I don't know what to do with it. Comes with one of these, so I guess you can do right angle cuts if you really want to. Yep. Probably really good for putting onto there actually to move things through really smoothly, but you just saw me work and it was fine. I love this thing. It is such a time saver compared to what I was doing. It cost me about 80 bucks on eBay and worth every cent, every single cent. So if you're using foam in any way for your modelling, in any way bigger than just, 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre, would I recommend a hot wire cutter? All I can say is look at my offcuts from before I bought a hot wire cutter. They're representative. And look at the pieces I cut today. It's no competition. Make life easier for yourself. If you're doing it in any way that is more than a tiny bit and more than once in a blue moon, just stump up the cash and get one. You will thank me. You will thank yourself. Alright guys, I'm a shill for the hot wire cutting industry now. I hope this has been helpful. I'll catch you next time on Dave's Model Workshop. Check eBay, they're cheap there. Don't buy an expensive one. Buy a cheap one. Alright, see ya. Oh, I almost forgot. So, there are also ones like this. So little handheld guys. Very, very, very cheap. You can get them for like 15 bucks. If you're cutting contours, like say this was a train landscaper, a model railroad, and I wanted to cut some contours and make this a mountainside. Yeah, it's good for that kind of freeform stuff. For anything where you're building structures, forget it. There's no way to keep those lines straight. You may as well go back to this. Alright, this time, I promise you, it's finished. See ya.